My girlfriend always said, "You're too sensitive. Learn to take a joke," when she insulted me publicly again and again. So I started joking back about her cooking, her driving, her career. When she got upset, I said, "Too sensitive. Learn to take a joke." The day she realized she'd created a monster. I, 26 male, am sitting here wondering how the hell my relationship turned into a psychological experiment on double standards. My girlfriend Natalie, 28, and I have been together for 2 years. She's objectively attractive, works in fashion marketing, and has this whole brutally honest persona that her friends eat up. Problem is, her only goes one direction. It started small. Little digs at parties. "This is my boyfriend Alex. He's in accounting. I know. Thrilling, right?" At least he's consistently boring. Everyone would laugh. I'd force a smile. Later I'd tell her it bothered me. "Oh my God, you're so sensitive. It's just a joke. Learn to laugh at yourself." Then it escalated. Last month at her friend's engagement party, Alex wanted to wear his blue shirt, but I told him it makes him look like a Best Buy employee. He still wore it. Can you believe it? Now everyone's gonna ask him where the electronics section is. 60 people laughed. I stood there holding my drink, feeling like an idiot. In the car after, that was humiliating, Nat. "Babe, you're being dramatic. It's called having a sense of humor. Maybe if you didn't take everything so personally, you'd actually be fun at parties." The pattern was always the same. She'd mock me publicly, I'd express hurt privately, she'd call me sensitive, dramatic, boring, I'd apologize for overreacting. Repeat. 3 weeks ago, she did it at my company dinner. My workplace event. Alex is so cute, he practiced his presentation for 3 days. 3 days for a 5-minute quarterly report. I told him nobody cares about spreadsheets that much, but he insisted on being prepared. He even made note cards. My boss was there, my team was there, everyone gave those awkward sympathy laughs. That night, I didn't say anything. I just made a decision. If jokes at your partner's expense were just having fun, then let's have some fun. Update 1. Started small the next morning. She made breakfast, scrambled eggs that were basically rubber. "Wow, babe, these eggs are interesting. Did you use them to practice your tennis serve first?" "I mean, they're so bouncy I could probably use them as stress balls at work." She froze. "That's mean." "It's just a joke, Nat. Don't be so sensitive." She glared but said nothing. That weekend, her friends came over for wine night. Natalie was telling them about her new campaign at work. "Oh yeah," I interjected. "Nat's Instagram campaign, the one where she spent 3 weeks choosing between 2 identical shades of beige? Revolutionary stuff. Really pushing boundaries in the beige community." Her friends looked uncomfortable. Natalie's face went red. "Alex, that's my job you're talking about. And accounting is mine. But that's never stopped you. Come on, babe, learn to laugh at yourself." The car ride incident was next week. She was driving us to dinner and nearly rear-ended someone while texting. At dinner with her parents, I casually mentioned, "Your daughter's driving is an adventure." Today, she almost introduced us to the car in front of us because she had to respond to a meme. Multitasking queen. Well, if you count almost causing accidents as a task. Her dad laughed nervously. Her mom looked concerned. Natalie was speechless. In the bathroom, she cornered me. "What the hell is wrong with you?" "Nothing's wrong. I'm just being funny. You know, having a personality, being fun, all those things you say I should be." "This isn't funny, it's cruel. Weird, because when you do it, it's hilarious." The realization started to dawn on her face. This is about the company dinner? This is about 2 years of being your punchline, Nat. She stormed back to the table. Dinner was awkward. Her parents kept trying to make conversation while we sat in icy silence. Update 2. Natalie tried to have a serious talk that night. "You're being vindictive," she said. "I'm being hilarious," I corrected. "You just need to develop a sense of humor." "This is different." "How?" Because you're doing it to hurt me." "And you were doing it to what exactly? Express your love?" She couldn't answer that. The next few days were tense. She stopped making jokes about me, but she also stopped talking much at all. Then came Friday, her company's cocktail party. She introduced me to her boss, Miranda, a woman she desperately wanted to impress. "This is Alex," she said carefully. "Oh, Alex," I said brightly. "Nat talks about you all the time, Miranda. She does the funniest impression of your morning meetings. Show her, babe. Do the thing where Miranda explains synergy. Natalie went pale. That's not. She's being modest. It's spot on. The voice, the hand gestures, everything. Had the whole apartment dying last Tuesday. Miranda's smile tightened. How interesting. Later, when her coworker complimented her dress, I jumped in. She should look good in it. She spent 4 hours shopping for it. 4 hours. For one dress. I told her, babe, it's not the Met Gala, but you know Nat. She treats every event like it's Fashion Week. The coworker laughed uncomfortably. Natalie excused herself to the bathroom. When she came back, her eyes were red. Happy now? She whispered. I'm having a great time. This is what you wanted, right? For me to be more fun at parties? The ride home was silent until she exploded. You're ruining my reputation. The same way you ruined mine at my company dinner? That was different. People know I joke around. And now they know I do too. Congrats, babe, you got exactly what you asked for. A boyfriend who can take a joke and give it back. Isn't this fun? She started crying. Real tears, not manipulation tears. I didn't realize. Didn't realize what? That being publicly mocked hurts? That being someone's constant punchline is exhausting? That having your partner undermine you in front of people you respect feels like betrayal? She was quiet for a long moment. I thought you knew I didn't mean it. But everyone else didn't know that. They just saw you constantly putting me down for laughs. Update 3. You'd think that conversation would have been the end of it. Nope. Natalie went nuclear. Instead of apologizing or self-reflecting, she decided I was the villain. She called her mom crying, telling her I'd humiliated her in front of her boss. Her mom called me. Alex, Natalie is very upset. This isn't like you. Actually, this is exactly like Natalie. I'm just matching her energy. Did she tell you about the 2 years she spent mocking me publicly? She says those were just little jokes. Would you think it was funny if your husband constantly told people you were boring? Or mocked your career? Or made fun of how you dressed? Silence. Then, maybe you two should consider counseling. Natalie's friend group got involved next. Her best friend Brittany texted, "Hey, Nat says you've been really mean lately. Everything okay?" I responded, "Everything's great. Just developed a sense of humor like Natalie always wanted. Funny how she doesn't like it when the jokes go both ways, though." Brittany, she's really hurt. Yeah, being the butt of jokes hurts. Who knew? Then Natalie tried to flip the script on social media. Posted this long thing about toxic relationships and when someone you love becomes someone you don't recognize, and emotional manipulation. The comments were all supportive until I commented, "Interesting perspective from someone who spent 2 years telling rooms full of people I was boring. Remember the engagement party? The company dinner, that comedy night where you literally used our relationship as a stand-up routine?" She deleted the post within an hour. But the kicker came Saturday. She organized a girls' intervention brunch and accidentally included me in the group chat planning it. "Brittany, we need to help Nat deal with Alex's emotional abuse. He's becoming a different person. It's scary." Her sister, has he always been this vindictive? No, he used to be sweet, just boring and safe, you know? Now he's mean, boring and safe. That's what she really thought of me. I screenshot everything and sent it to her with one message. "Now I understand. I wasn't your boyfriend, I was your entertainment." Update 4. Natalie panicked when she realized I'd seen the group chat. "That's not what I meant. Boring and safe? That's literally what you meant. I meant reliable, stable. You meant boring and safe, someone you could mock without consequences because I was too sensitive to fight back." She tried damage control, showed up at my office Monday with lunch, acting sweet. My coworker James saw her and said, "Oh hey, it's the comedian. Alex told us about your tight five at the company dinner. Real funny stuff about his note cards." She turned red. I was just being hilarious, right? I said, "James, did I tell you about her driving? Comedy gold." She left without saying goodbye. That night, she went full victim mode. Had her mom call me again, "You're being cruel to my daughter." I'm being exactly what she taught me to be. 2 wrongs don't make a right, Alex. You're right. That's why I'm ending this. Tell Natalie we're done. You're breaking up with her through me? No, I'll tell her myself. Just wanted you to know since you're so involved. I went home to find Natalie in my apartment, She had a key, surrounded by tissues, laptop open to apartment listings. You can't break up with me, we live together. No, you stay here most nights. Your name isn't on the lease. Your stuff is here, but you have your own place. I basically live here, then basically move out. She switched tactics. I'll change. I'll stop making jokes. It's not about the jokes anymore, Nat. It's about the fact that you genuinely see me as boring and safe, a placeholder, someone to mock for entertainment. That's not true. Your group chat says otherwise. She started ugly crying. You weren't supposed to see that. That makes it worse, not better. I love you. You love having someone stable to come home to while you play cool girl for everyone else. You love having someone safe who won't leave when you treat them like garbage. Please, Alex, we can work through this. Work through what? The fact that you spent 2 years publicly humiliating me, or the fact that when I gave you a taste of your own medicine, you immediately painted yourself as a victim? She grabbed her phone. I'll delete everything. I'll apologize publicly. For what? For telling everyone I'm emotionally abusive? Or for finally being honest that you think I'm boring? Final update. It's been 3 weeks since I ended things. The fallout has been educational. Natalie went through the stages. Denial, kept texting like we hadn't broken up. Wanna grab dinner? Miss you, this is silly, come over. Anger, you're a psychopath. I wasted 2 years on you. You manipulated me. I should have listened when people said you were too boring for me. Bargaining, what if I go to therapy? I'll make a public apology. Can we just start over? I'll never joke about you again. Depression. Started posting sad quotes on Instagram. Sometimes the person you take a bullet for is the one behind the trigger. Kind of cringe. Acceptance. Just kidding. She never got there. Instead, she tried to rebrand the whole thing. Told everyone I'd suddenly become abusive and she barely escaped. Posted about surviving emotional manipulation and red flags to watch for. The red flags she listed were hilariously specific. When they can't take a joke but make cruel ones. When they embarrass you in front of your boss. When they turn your friends against you. When they make you feel crazy for having feelings. Girl was literally describing herself. Her friends bought it at first. Brittany even texted me, I hope you get help for your anger issues. I replied, the only thing I'm angry about is wasting 2 years with someone who thought I was a joke. But the truth has a way of coming out. Her coworker Tom, who'd witnessed both her years of mocking me and my recent returns, reached out. Hey man, just wanted to say I get it. She used to make fun of you constantly at work events. The boring boyfriend stuff got old. You just gave her a taste of her own medicine. He wasn't the only one who noticed. My friend Mike's girlfriend told me Natalie had tried to commiserate with her about difficult boyfriends, and she shut it down. I told her, Natalie, you literally spent an entire dinner party making fun of Alex's hobbies. Remember? You called his gaming setup his virgin fortress in front of everyone? Oh yeah, forgot to mention that gem. The last interaction was yesterday. She sent a long email about how I broke her and she can't trust anyone now, and she's in therapy because of my psychological warfare. I responded, Natalie, I treated you exactly how you treated me for 2 years. The only difference is you had to experience it for 3 weeks. If 3 weeks of your own behavior broke you, imagine how I felt after 2 years. Don't contact me again. She forwarded that to her friends as proof of my cruelty. Brittany actually called me. That email was harsh. Which part? The part where I pointed out the double standard, or the part where I asked to be left alone? You know what you did to her. I literally did exactly what she did to me. If it was wrong when I did it, wasn't it wrong when she did it? Long pause. That's different. Foul. She hung up. Here's what I learned. Some people genuinely believe they're entitled to treat you like garbage and expect you to smile about it. They'll call you sensitive, dramatic, boring, anything to avoid acknowledging that they're just mean. And when you mirror their behavior back to them, they'll cry abuse faster than you can say, double standard. Natalie wanted a boyfriend who could take a joke. Well, she got one. Turns out she was the one who couldn't take it. My only regret? Not doing it sooner. 2 years of being someone's punchline, thinking I was too sensitive, doubting my own feelings. All because she convinced me that cruelty was comedy and boundaries were weakness. Now I'm dating someone new, Rachel, she thinks I'm funny without needing to mock me. Wild concept, right? She actually laughs with me, not at me. Last week at a party, someone asked how we met. Rachel said, dating app. His profile said he was an accountant who games and makes spreadsheets for fun. I thought, finally someone honest. Her friend laughed. Spreadsheets for fun? Rachel smiled. Right? How refreshingly weird. I love it. No punchline, no mock embarrassment, just actual affection for who I am. Natalie texted me from her friend's phone last night. Saw you with someone new. Guess you moved on quick for someone who claimed to love me. She looks boring too. Perfect match. I didn't respond, but Rachel saw it over my shoulder and said, is that the ex who thought making fun of you was a personality trait? Yeah. Sad. Imagine being so insecure you have to put in your partner for laughs. Exactly. Oh. And the best part? Natalie's new boyfriend apparently broke up with her after 3 months because, wait for it, she kept making jokes about him in public and he couldn't take a joke. Sometimes karma doesn't need any help. It just needs time.